This next-gen simulator redesigns laser-scanned physics to give you the most accurate road feel ever created in gaming. The force feedback communicates subtle changes in tire flex, chassis pitch, and aerodynamic drag with absolute perfection. Driving a road car feels entirely different from piloting a purpose-built GT3 racer, demanding distinct braking points and throttle application. Weather dynamics do not just change visuals. Water pools all specific cambered sections of the truck, causing sudden hydroplaning if you hit them at speed. It is a game built for purists who want to master real-world driving techniques and feel every vibration of the road surface. Clip the curb at Spa-Francorchamps at maximum speed and see if the physics engine forgives your greedy throttle foot.
When you top the handbrake and slam the throttle, your rear tires lose grip in the cleanest street drift simulation ever built. This game is built for drivers who care about pure car control on tight urban streets. Every turn demands precise throttle control, because if you hit the gas a fraction of a second too early, your tail swings wide into a concrete wall. The weight transfer during high-speed cornering feels heady and realistic. You can physically feel the tire friction change when you transition from dry asphalt to slick, rain-soaked roads. Upgrading your suspension isn't just about stats. It completely transforms how your car responds to aggressive weight shifts. Try taking that mountain hairpin at full throttle, and you will quickly realize whether your steering inputs are actually as precise as you think.
Sliding a rally car sideways down a narrow gravel path with a massive cliff edge on your right is true motorsport madness. Rallying is all about instant reaction speed and reading track surfaces that want to throw your car into a tree. You rely entirely on pace notes to set up your entry speed long before you even see the corner. Slipping from loose dirt onto icy tarmac mid-stage changes your grip levels in a millisecond. The force feedback gives you total feedback on every rock, rut, and jump. You are constantly fighting the steering wheel to keep 300 horsepower pointed in the right direction. Miss your braking mark by just 5 feet on a muddy downhill section and see where the momentum takes your roll cage.
Drifting down Mount Fuji and blasting through Tokyo highways in the ultimate open-world racing sandbox will blow your mind. The handling physics hit the perfect sweet spot between high-speed accessibility and deep car control. Transitioning seamlessly from high-speed asphalt mountain passes to tight urban drift circuits feels effortless yet endlessly engaging. The sense of speed across expansive Japanese highways is phenomenal, with detailed engine notes echoing off tunnel walls as you hit top speed. Upgrading your drivetrain, adjusting gear ratios, and fine-tuning suspension setups directly impacts how your car grips through sweeping high-speed corners. It is the absolute king of open-world automotive freedom. Toss your tuned drift car into a high-speed tandem slide around a mountain precipice and see if your angle holds all the way to the bottom. The gold standard of precision automotive handling drops you behind the wheel of the world's most iconic race cars. Every car drives with distinct weight balance, engine inertia, and suspension geometry, making each vehicle feel like a unique masterpiece. Rain radar integration means track conditions shift dynamically, forcing you to find dry racing lines as puddles form in real time. Haptic feedback on your controller or wheel lets you feel every rumble strip and loss of traction before your eyes even register the slide. Perfecting trail braking to rotate the car into a corner apex is pure driving satisfaction that keeps you coming back for one more lap. Dive into the final chicane at the Nürburgring on worn intermediate tires and test how brave your left foot really is on the brake pedal.
If you want the raw, brutal reality of multi-class sports car racing, this title delivers terrifying high-speed physics. You are constantly managing massive speed differentials while passing slower traffic at 300 kilometers per hour. Hypercars slide into corners with immense aerodynamic downforce, forcing you to trust the grip even when your brain tells you to brake. The tire model is incredibly detailed, forcing you to build temperatures slowly before you can push for real lap times.
The track surface rubbering in dynamically means your braking points constantly evolve throughout the race, keeping your eyes glued to every inch of the tarmac. Try passing a GT car on the outside of the Porsche curves in the pitch dark and hope your aero balance holds together. Built by hardcore simulation veterans, this engine captures the true physics of tire deformation and mechanical grip. Every single degree of tire temperature directly dictates how much speed you can carry through a high-speed chicane. The wheel force feedback is so detailed that you can feel the exact moment your front tires begin to understeer. Suspension geometry reacts accurately to curbs, making curb riding a calculated risk rather than a guaranteed time saver. Tuning your gear ratios, camber angles, and wing levels actually changes how the car cuts through the air, delivering an authentic sim racing experience where every millisecond is earned on the pedals. Disable traction control on a cold set of slick tires and discover how quickly 500 foot-pounds of torque snaps your rear axle around.
This high-speed arcade revival brings back twin-stick steering controls that give you total manual power over your drifts. By using twin-stick inputs, you control steering angle with one thumb and vehicle rotation with the other, allowing for absurd razor-sharp drift angles. The sense of speed is absurdly fast, with motion blur and engine screams pushing your adrenaline to the limit. Timing your gear shifts perfectly gives you instant velocity surges to blast past rivals on tight street circuits. It distards complex tuning in favor of pure aggressive racing instinct, where holding the optimal drift line through high-speed S-bends is the only thing standing between victory and a wall slam. Attempt to hold a 90-degree drift using both thumbsticks simultaneously and see if your brain can process the instant speed surge.
Don't let the colorful visuals fool you, because the cornering speeds and drift mechanics in this game are blisteringly fast. This is pure arcade speed built around chaining endless drift boosts through wild, shifting track layouts. You build momentum by locking into long, sweeping drifts, holding the angle just long enough to unlock maximum turbo output. Track hazards and dimensional portals alter friction on the fly, forcing you to adjust your racing line without dropping speed. Managing your boosts while weaving through high-speed obstacles requires lightning-quick reflexes, proving that true kart racing is all about momentum management and spatial awareness at maximum velocity. Attempts to trigger that final level 3 boost off a dynamic ramp and see if your line clears the track void below. Cruising at 200 miles per hour down a fully recreated island highway gives you total freedom on 4 wheels. This game blends high-end supercar performance with massive open-world highway racing. Sweeping coastal turns allow you to hold massive speeds, while dense urban streets test your ability to thread the needle between traffic at hyperspeeds. Engine notes roar with incredible realism as you drop gears to launch out of low-speed corners. The sensation of driving exotic machinery across varied terrain, from smooth highway asphalt to off-road gravel trails, makes every street duel feel intense, unpredictable, and packed with high-octane excitement. Challenge a rival supercar to a sprint race in the heavy rain and see whose brakes lock up first at the end of the strip.